Hi, mamas. It's Amy Ahlers, the Wake Up Call Coach, and welcome to part 3 of the 3-part series just for mamas so that you can really create a sacred self-care system that sticks. So I've released 2 other videos. So for some reason you haven't had a chance to watch those, you probably want to watch those first. Not probably, you definitely want to watch those first, because in the first video, I reveal how to create a sacred self-care system. And it's, just kind of this unique way for you to really tune into what's going to help you feel well cared for. Because as you know, and I know, taking care of yourself will make you an even better mom. It's really one of the keys to motherhood sanity, because it is crazy. I mean, it can be a shit show, this whole motherhood thing, right? So important. And then in video 2, I talk about how to create space for your self-care. So often we think, oh my goodness, this is about, somehow finding time, which, there's just a finite amount of time. So if you're trying to find time, it's never going to happen. So I talk about how to actually create space and the mindset around that and some actual tools. And then today, what is the number one thing that's going to help your self-care system stick, right? Because we know if you look at the brain science behind this, our brains are actually going to fight for homeostasis. Our brains are built to keep things the same. So when you start doing something different, it takes repetition and all sorts of things for your conscious and your subconscious mind to really have that change click in. So are you ready for the number one thing? Here it is. I call it the triple S. It's something Christina Rilo and I talk about at Inner Mean Girl Reform School. And the triple S stands for structure, support, and sisterhood. The triple S: structure, support, and sisterhood. This is the key to creating lasting change, that triple S. Okay, so what do I mean by structure? I once heard it said that without structure, there's just chaos. So creating structure actually creates freedom. Think about that for a minute. When you have structure in your life, it creates room for freedom. Whereas if you don't have any structure, it's just chaos. And our brains love structure. We're really habitual creatures. So you really want to create actual structure around this. Now, what am I talking about? So let's say, for example, one of your values that you really want to honor, and when you honor this, you feel really well cared for. Maybe that's the value of adventure. And you've decided that in order to really value adventure, you are going to go on runs in the woods. Now, if you just say, okay, I'm going to go for a run in the woods today in order to honor my value for adventure, great, you're going to feel great that day. But without the actual structure in there, where you say, oh, I'm going to actually put it in my calendar that I'm going for a run in the woods on Mondays and Fridays, or on Mondays and Saturdays, or whatever the day is, you actually create structure around that and you put it into your actual calendar. That is what is going to create that sense of freedom. And you're going to be able to actually relax into the structure that you've created. So take whatever it is, that value that you determined on the first video that you're going to honor, and that bold baby step, that inspired action step towards honoring that, create structure around it. Got it? Good. Okay, number 2, structure, right? We got that. Support. Here's the thing. Without support, and without the support in your life to say, yes, this is important to you, and we are going to actually support you in this, this is where your family comes into play. This is where your friends come into play. This is where your community comes into play, right? You need to create an actual support system for you to do this divine self-care for yourself. So really looking at who will support you in this. Who's the person in your life that can actually call you up and be your little accountability buddy and be like, how are those runs going? You might even have a friend that you want to go running with, or you might want to join a running club or something like that if you're doing those runs in the woods, because it's going to create even more support and even more structure for yourself. Huge when we're trying to create lasting change. So structure and support, really getting that support. So think for a moment, who are some people in your life that will support you in this? And I, coaching so many moms over the years and so many women over the years, I know that if we actually have a family meeting with our family, saying, I am declaring that I need to take better care of myself. And here's the way that's going to show up, where I'm going to take 5 minutes in the morning just for myself before I get into the morning routine or whatever it is. Letting your family know about that and asking for support is huge. And I know that it can feel really vulnerable because you might be afraid that you're not going to receive the support that you want. But I'm here to tell you, it's amazing when you say, I could use your help. It's amazing how people will show up for you. And I hope that you are in a relationship where you can receive that. And if not, look to your friends, look to your community, which brings me to the third, which is sisterhood. Oh my goodness, mamas. I mean, I believe that no mama should let another mom do motherhood alone. We need each other. We need that sisterhood. There are incredible studies out there that show the power of sisterhood, women having really strong women friends. So key. So where is the sisterhood in your life? How are you doing on sisterhood? Do you feel like you have your sisters out there? For me, literally, I have sisters out there, like actual blood relative sisters. And then I also have so many sisters in my life that support me so deeply and love me unconditionally and are there for me when I fall off the wagon, when the goal is not achieved, when I fail, and also there to support me and cheer me on and celebrate with me when I do reach those milestones and reach those achievements. That is what sisterhood is all about. Now, for me, this is the key, and this is where I really have experienced in my life that there's just a huge vacuum around this support and sisterhood and structure and self-care for moms, and a place to not only with sisterhood, I really, feel like it's about a place for you to tell the truth. So that is so key. So I am going to be this Saturday talking even more deeply. I have more to share and more to teach around this. And so I am holding a live virtual Mama Truth retreat this Saturday, the 22nd of October. And I'm gathering a circle. I'm calling in a circle for all of you mamas out there that want to come and sit in circle with us for a Mama Truth virtual retreat. And on that retreat, I'm going to talk about the 3 innocent mistakes mamas make, leaving them overwhelmed, exhausted, and feeling like a crappy mom. Because Lord knows, I know I have my days where I feel like a crappy mom. So I'm going to go more deeply in that. So that's my invitation to you. Come and join me for this virtual retreat. It is going to be so beautiful and so powerful. And I would be deeply honored. Right below, you can go ahead and click the button if you haven't registered yet to register for that powerful virtual retreat. You're going to be able to log in on the phone or log in via your computer, and you'll get to see my mug, and we'll be live. And we'll be doing some really fun exercises and teaching some transformation tools and going even deeper into everything that we've covered in this 3-part videos and a whole bunch of things that we haven't covered yet. So please join me for that. That's my sacred invitation to you, my dear. And in the meantime, keep embracing the messiness and the magic of motherhood. And let me know your triple S below in the comments, okay? Would love to hear your triple S. Structure, support, and sisterhood. With that, it's Amy Ahlers, the Wake Up Call Coach, signing off. Bye-bye.